Okay, welcome back with Happy Chappy. So I want you to picture this. There's a big firm. We call it a law firm. Two people applying for jobs. There's two positions. Obviously, well, there's loads of people, but these two people are friends, and they both get a job. And their offices is right next to each other. And so, anyways, they both get their jobs. The boss man comes to them separately and shows them where their office is going to be and says to them, I can bring you everything that you desire for your office, that you would have in an office with all the luxuries today, or I can bring you something every day to your office till you have everything in your office that you need and all the luxuries that you need within your office. And this was said to them separately. And the first took everything that they could grab hold of for their office, while the second thought about it and accepted the gift of just having the job, having an office, and said they would take something every day that the boss man thought that they were entitled to and would give it to them. So he went into his room, and the first man went into his room, and he had everything brought to him that he could desire to have in an office, with luxuries as well as everything that he needed to do his law work. Well, the second man had a table and a chair, and that space in his room. As days went by, they did the work, was brought to them, paperwork. But every day, the second office would receive a package, which would be something more to add to the office. And so the first man in the first office would notice this. And as days went by and went by and went by, the man in the first office began to get jealous, wondering, why are they getting all these packages all the time when all I'm receiving is work? Missing out the fact that all that they had was already there. Being more concerned about someone else's business by observing outside of them and missing what they had within their confinement of their own office. And it went on and it went on until one day the man in the first office took one of the packages and opened it to find out what it was that was in it. So he opened the package and he found that it was just a stapler. Nothing more but a stapler. And he thought nothing of it. So he just threw it there. And as there was cameras in the office, it recorded everything. And this was seen, that the boss man had seen that the package was taken and delivered to the wrong office, to the wrong person. So the boss man came down, or sent someone down, and had both men in the first and second office come up to headquarters and confronted the first man about the package. While in denial that this had happened, the boss man pulls out a recording showing them take the package. And the first man turns and says, "Okay, I took it, but sure, it's only a stapler." And the boss man fired him. And he felt so foolish for taking the package and never understanding why the second office was getting this package. To Lane, the man in the second office, went off back to work doing what he had to do. And at the end of his day, he meets his friend who had stole the stapler. And the friend apologized for taking the stapler, still saying, "Sure, it was only a stapler." And I asked, because he couldn't get away from the curiosity that he had imprinted on himself by his greed in the first place, by taking everything and ignoring all that he had. He had to ask, "Why do you keep getting packages every day?" And the second boy explained to him that he was given this offer to have everything or something brought to him every day. So the first man clicked and the light got switched on to what he had done and how he had grabbed the biggest thing that he could see at that moment in time, in the belief that he would think that that would make him happy. Well, it made him unhappy, as he didn't appreciate it. We looked to see what the man in the second office was always getting. Well, the man in the second office still had his job and still had them surprise coming every day, unknowing to him, but knowing that there was something to come. A beautiful surprise. And he also had his friend that he seen in his true form, in how that greed overtook him and distanced himself from that friend, but within the hope that that light would stay switched on. This is Hoppy Choppy. Love and peace.